Okay, good evening. Welcome to a new episode of Junker's Draws. I've had to record this for the fourth time now because, I don't know, for some reason this thing just doesn't want to work, or I've had a lot of stuttering issues. As you can see, if you saw other videos on my channel, the video has been fixed. Uh, Originally, my video was, I don't know, it was going something like uh, maybe I'm trying to think. It was 720p, 60 FPS, which really messed up a lot of the video itself. And then now I have it set to 1080p, 30 FPS. So hopefully everything should be fine now. I noticed that my video playback is going very, very slow, so give me 1 second. Okay, much better. That should have fixed it. Anyways, like I said, I don't know how I want to go about this video. I guess I'll start off with the first thing. One, I'm drawing Master Chief. I'll get into the details of that later, but I got some new art supplies. As you can see from the bottom right of my mouse, I have an electric eraser. At first, I thought it was a gimmick because it was kind of really loud, and although it erased well, it was I it wasn't something I couldn't achieve with a regular eraser or needed eraser. But over time, and especially with higher contrast and darker, uh, shading and stuff, the electric eraser really does shine. So, and also this is a new sketchbook that I'm using. It's still a 300 series from before in the other videos that I was using, except it's just a larger area. You might also notice that in this video, I cut up a bunch of the videos are cut up in different sessions. That's because it has to be. I don't usually draw for like 4 hours straight. As you can see right here, this is at nighttime now. I have a coffee decaf, and I'm continuing with the drawing. As you can also, if you're very keen, there was more details in this one. That's because I did a little bit of drawing in between each session, just because I like to have the details there, and it's just something for me to do while I, watch YouTube or something like that. Anyways, I realized that the things that I messed up was a mix of like frame rate and playback speed and a whole bunch of stuff that was just really annoying, but hopefully it should be fixed now. Hopefully I can have this voiceover in the video and then exported, and then hopefully up on the channel by Sunday. And Sunday specifically, March 17th, 2024. So I think I spoke about, the video's fixed. Talked about some supplies that I'm using. As you can see, I'm just using the normal supplies that I used. For the outline and sketch, I used my mechanical pencil, Graph Gear, 0.5 millimeter. Then I started using my blending stump for the shading, and then my kneaded eraser, and then my electric eraser, and my drafting pencil, which has a 2B carbon lead in it. Now, I learned that I have quite a weakness when it comes to drawing. Especially one of the weaknesses that I learned was drawing different types of materials. In this case, metal and a reflective metal or glass kind of material, like very, very reflective, which is the Chief's mask. Not his helmet, the mask part. And I didn't know what to do. For metal, I usually know what to do. It's usually just a lot of rim lighting, which is putting highlights at the edge of the metal parts and some higher contrast areas. For glass or reflective material, I honestly didn't know what to do. So what I settled on was I made the reflection very, very dark. I basically made it very, very high contrast. The bottom half, or the bottom 2/3, was completely black, and the top third was a very light shade. And then in between that and around it, I put a lot of highlights of whites. As you can see, I'm shading it in now. I started with an 8B carbon pencil, and then I realized I'm not getting the textures I wanted. As you can see, there's a lot of like dithering, and I think that's just because of the texture of the paper. There's a lot of white splotches when I'm making it really, really black. So I did a double coat of the 8B to make it even darker, and that seemed to have fixed it. But I continued instead with a Kimberly 9XXB, which is that other pencil I spoke about in another video. It's kind of like graphite. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, as you can see, I use the electric eraser to get my highlights. There's also a slight outline, as you can see, where the helmet, or not the helmet, is where the mask is, that shape that's there. I etched it in with my lead pencil, or with my mechanical pencil, and then I drew over it, which would give me that outline of whites. Now, Master Chief. Why did I decide to draw the Master Chief? Well, because he is actually one of my favorite game characters ever. Let me see if I can pull it up, and I'll give a brief introduction to who Master Chief is. I played every single Master Chief game except for like the Spartan Wars stuff, which is kind of like a side game. But let's see. Master Chief Petty Officer John 117, more commonly known as Master Chief, is a Spartan II commando of the UNSC Naval Special Warfare Command. He is the protagonist and main character in both the Halo trilogy and Reclaimer saga, although that's debatable. With over 30 years of active duty service, he has become one of the most decorated war veterans in the United Nations Space Command, earning every known UNSC medal except for the Prisoner of War Medallion. So basically what he is he's a genetic freak of nature. He was an experiment by Dr. I keep forgetting who the doctor is, but he's a 6'10" without his armor. He's like 7 foot with his armor. Spartan, who is, I wouldn't call him a war criminal, but he's like a decorated war veteran, I guess. His name is John. No one really knows what his last name is, to my understanding. The reason why it's John 117 is because his Spartan tag is 117. And yeah, nothing else much to talk about. It's Ramadan now, so I'm fasting. I want to make more of these art videos, hopefully. I don't know what else I'm gonna draw. I was gonna draw the Nameless King, like I said earlier, but that's a much bigger drawing than I anticipated, and I don't really want to draw that right now. So I'm going to see what I can do with some other drawings. For example, Master Chief. I might do another game design, or I might do an anime. One of the things that I was thinking of drawing was Megami Fushiguro from Jujutsu Kaisen. I thought about drawing him in not this style, not a realistic style, but in the anime style, which I've never done before. I'm not really very good at anime or cartoon drawings, but regardless, we'll see what happens. I might just do it for fun and off camera. Anyways, I hope you liked that video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and hopefully more drawings to come soon. Bye-bye.